Welcome to the EndZone. Let's move the chains. The 2020 season is officially over, and that means 2021 college football is coming soon. Hopefully, it's normal. So, we're going to go ahead and look at our top 10 non conference games of 2021. I decided not to include the reoccurring non con games like Georgia, Georgia Tech, Iowa, Iowa State, and Notre Dame, USC. Also, not including Notre Dame versus the ACC opponents because technically they're halfway in the ACC. So, with that being said, let's get started. And I want you to go down below and comment your favorite matchups for the 2021 season. Number 10, Washington versus Michigan, second game of the season. And this is really just a game that I want to see because can Jim Harbaugh consistently win not only this game against a pretty solid Washington team in the Pac-12, but just overall in the Big Ten? What is Jim Harbaugh going to do? You know, he got his contract extension, which I think surprised a lot of us. Some people thought he could possibly get fired, but he ended up getting that. And I'm curious about this Michigan program, also how Washington is going to fare. Number 9, Liberty at Ole Miss. Hugh Freeze at his old stomping grounds versus the infamous Lane Train. This is awesome. Liberty had an incredible year this season. Ole Miss almost beat Alabama, so it should be a fun one. Number 8, LSU and UCLA in Pasadena. Chip Kelly kind of putting UCLA a little bit on the map offensively. Stuff is kind of slowly coming together. I kind of want to bite my tongue there because it's not really great in UCLA, and I don't want to give you that vision. But for LSU, things have not gone well. They had a little bit of a championship hangover. How are they going to deal with this season now that some of these expectations are lifted after the championship year with Joe Burrow? Number 7, Alabama versus Miami. This is two storied programs playing each other. Bama is likely to win this game, and they're likely to be favored. But can De'Aaron King be an exciting football player and maybe have something to say about the outcome of this game? I'm intrigued. Alabama versus Miami in the beginning of the year. You sign me up. Number 6. So we're going to go Cincinnati and Indiana. Cincinnati has a lot of returning players. Indiana has slowly but surely been getting better as a program. And Cincinnati has another game on their schedule, which I'm going to go ahead and say is number 5, Cincinnati at Notre Dame. Cincinnati has a 2-game stretch here where their season could be decided. They're very hungry to get into the college football playoffs. Desmond Ridder is returning, and these 2 games are something to look at. So we got a little bit of a Cincinnati package. Number 4, Auburn at Penn State. Any game in Happy Valley with the Power 5 matchup like this, non-con, with a new Auburn head coach, hey, this is going to be awesome. I can't wait to see how Penn State rebounds. I mean, they had an unfortunate season. A lot of players were out, and it wasn't what they had wanted. I think that they could have been better if all of their players actually played. Auburn, on the other hand, new head coach, turning the corner, excited for the future there in Auburn, Alabama. Number 3, Notre Dame versus Wisconsin. So could we possibly see Jack Cohn starting against his former Wisconsin team in Chicago in a neutral site? Not only is it a good matchup between two great programs, but we could be seeing a quarterback from Wisconsin starting against Wisconsin and Notre Dame recently in the college football playoffs. So that's a good number 3 game. Number 2, Oregon at Ohio State. I love what Oregon is doing with Mario Cristobal building up the program, recruiting well, and they really represent the Pac-12. They're at the top of the league, and they gotta go party with the big boys. How can they compete with Ohio State in the Big Ten, the number 1 team in the Big Ten, year in and year out? Can they put on a show? I'm excited to see it. An honorable mention here, I have Nebraska at Oklahoma. First time these two storied programs will have played in 11 years. And then number 1, Georgia versus Clemson. All I gotta say is JT and DJ, because this quarterback battle is going to be one for the ages. It's going to be a great one here, and that's really all you need to know. Kirby Smart looking for a marquee win, trying to get the Georgia haters off his back. Can he do it? Number 1, Georgia, Clemson. Those are my top 10 non-con games of 2021. I'd love to know your opinions down below. Thanks for watching the EndZone. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment so we can move the chains.